guys, welcome back to Lindasresinroom. I made this mold. This is a good size mold if you can't tell. It's quite large. I like to make large molds. But I thought we would start trying to make this today. I thought about gluing some eyes in this octopus, but the mold is not thin enough for the light to penetrate through, so the UV resin wouldn't cure. But what we're going to do is I'm going to color for octopus. I'm in a color mood today. And we're going to do it in the first layer in glitters. So I went to the Hobby Lobby yesterday and I got this Aqua Extra Fine. I got True Lavender Ultra Fine. I've got Soft Pink Extra Fine. And Diamond Extra Fine. That's the glitters we're going to use. So I'm going to I've got 10 ounces of my Craftor resin, which I do have a 20% off discount code for you guys that I will put in the screen, as well as it's always in the description. But I'm putting about 2.5 ounces in each one of these cups. I really don't think I need that much for the white, but we're going with it. Yeah, I don't even think I have enough for the white to be 2.5 ounces, which we might need it. Doesn't matter. I don't think we will. I mixed up 10 ounces because once we get this out of here, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. All right, let me scrape this stick off. Get all of that resin off there. All right, now I'm going to wipe it down and let that cure up. Now, let's see if I can scrape the rest of this out of here. But I want a colorful octopus, so I want glitters around the edge. Now, this is a matte mold, so it's a tray. I thought it was cute. I don't know how it's going to turn out, if it's going to look good or not, but we're going to try it. Sorry, guys, I'm slinging resin everywhere. My RA is really acting up today, and I'm having a bit of a time. But I've got to try to get a video done. So, this weather is rough. We've got about 8 inches of snow at the moment. But we didn't lose power. So, much better than the ice we had last weekend. Which we still got the ice, which is under the snow. Okay. Now I'm not going to use glue in this. Alright. I think that's good. Okay. Let me clean this up before I stick my arm in it, because y'all know I will. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now, what I thought we would do is do the blue around the top, and then do the lavender around these two, and then the pink around these, and the white around this one. They're probably going to roll into the head, and I'm good with that. I just hope they don't all roll out of my tentacles, because this mold is matte, and I'm going to have to shine it up after. Okay. Just going to dump some of that right down in there. Try to keep it from flying everywhere. And I'm not going to use glue. I am going to put it in the vacuum chamber. But okay. That's pretty, isn't it? I wished I had found a pastel green. They didn't have any. I got a neon green, but I don't want to use neons. So that's our pink. White. Lord help me. There is something all down in this mold, and I don't know what it is. Or this resin. And it's only in this one. I don't know if I'll be able to get those out or not. Can you guys see it? I don't know what that is. I can get it. There's some in each one, it looks like. Alright, let's move on to the pink. Pour some of that right down in there. I only want glitter around the edges. I don't really want it in the center parts. Okay, here's our lavender. I'm probably going to sling glitter everywhere. I had the hardest time last night trying to sleep. I hate having flare-ups. All right. There we go. The pink is pretty. And I'm not going to overdo it on the glitter today. Usually I load it down. Today I just want to get this started and then go back and rest. Oh, that blue's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Such pretty glitters. And let's get the purple one. I don't even think I'm going to wipe that off. I don't think it'll be enough to even make a difference. Ooh, that's pretty too. Okay. All right. Scrape, scrape, scrape. I'll take a rest. All right, guys. I'm going to get this in the vacuum chamber. And I will see you guys back shortly. And we'll pour. So, see you in just a moment. All right, guys. So, I got my resin out of the vacuum chamber. So, let's see if we can get this to pour down through the way I want it to. So, I just want it to go right along the little edge there. And then I'm going to do pink one. Oops, I was supposed to do purple next. Oh well. They kind of look the same, don't they? Get down in that little tentacle. I hope it doesn't all run out. That's the white one. Gotta get this tentacle. Okay. Well, we did purple, didn't we? Get up in there. Okay. That was our pink. And then our blue. There we go. The color of my mold's probably making a big difference. Now, what I'm going to do is I think I'll mix some of these up and just kind of see if we can get some white in the eyes. And we'll just kind of roll it down in the head, however. And then he'll just have a funky looking head, won't he? Because we're going to pack coat this. There we go. Now, let's get something for our extras. So give me just a moment to find a mold and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I got these little doves that I think will be really pretty. So we're going to try to do one of each color, and then whatever's left, we're going to pour in that little heart. So there's a pink one. And then we will finish these because they've got little designs down in them once they're cured. There's a blue one. These are really pretty glitters. It's a purple. And then a white one. And we're still going to have quite a bit left. Okay. Now, let's just pour a little white down in there. See if we can marble this up in glitter. Okay. I think we'll lose the white. I think the colors will take it over. And I think I'm still going to need another mold. Because that one is full. Okay, I think we can use just a drop more of the pink. I'm careful and not overflow this. We can do a drop more of the blue. Okay. Now let's just combine all this and see what we've got. So I think I've still got about an ounce of each color. So my octopus hasn't held very much at all. And I just wasn't sure how much I needed to keep my glitter where I wanted it in my octopus, and that's why I mixed up so much. Mixed up 10 ounces. Definitely didn't need no 10 ounces. Okay, there's our blue one. This is really light pink. And the glitter's liable to drop in those birds as well as that heart because I didn't put glue in these. I knew I was doing just a thin layer for the octopus, which is liable to drop in its head too. Hopefully with these being such light glitters, because they're all ultra fine or extra fine, maybe that will help. Okay, get our white one. Scrape all this out. Yeah, I still got 3 or 4 ounces left here in the cup. Okay, let's see. Find something that'll take all that. Give me just a moment. Okay, I don't know if we'll be able to fill this mold all the way up, but we're going to try. All right. This is just a little jar, and it has these little ridges around it. Hopefully it doesn't get bubbles down in there. I see it going around that one. Okay, it filled that up pretty good on this side. Let's check over here. Yeah, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Doubt we'll have enough to completely fill it up, but we'll get close. We can completely fill it up when we finish our octopus. Okay, now let's scrape all this glitter out. It doesn't need much, does it? I hope it's going to be pretty. Which glitter's always pretty. Can never go wrong with glitter. Okay. Last little bit there. I'll need to clean that up. All right. So we need just a little bit more. I don't see any bubbles down in there. Maybe a couple little micro bubbles. I can't tell. With glitter, you'll never know. You won't see them. I got one around the top, though, because I do see it. Right there. Come on, bubble. Okay, I got that one. Right there's one. He was a good size. And there's a couple over here. It's a good thing about the cheaper molds. You can definitely see through them to get your bubbles out. Okay, I think we're good. All right, guys. We're going to let all this cure up. I've got a little bit of overage there, don't I? Probably from the alcohol. But we'll let all this clear or cure. My brain's just not braining today. All right. There we go. We'll let all this cure up, and then we will come back and do our next layer. I see a bubble. Do y'all see it? Right here. I need to get him. Come on, bubble. Okay, I got it. I think. It's hard to tell. I do see one there. Okay. All right, now we'll let it cure up, and we'll come back for the second layer. So I'll see you guys shortly. All right, guys, so this is cured up to where we can pour our second layer. Got my big cup. I think I'm going to do about 26 ounces. I don't think it'll take that much because these are raised, but it might. So I've got my Resiners mixer out. You know, I got a 15% off discount code for any Resiners product. I'm going to set that over there because we're going to mix our resin. I'm going to divide it into 4. I think I'll do 24 ounces. That way I can divide evenly. 6 ounces per color. Because I'm going to use this Renfio Eve Pink. I just got this. I just ordered this off of Amazon. I haven't used it yet, but it looks like a pretty pastel looking pink. Then we're going to use this Highly Interference Turquoise by Saye. This Highly Interference Stone Blue by Saye. And then we're going to use my US Art Supply Luster White that I just put in that jug. And we're going to marble this up. That way, I think what I'll do is I'll pour the blue where the blue goes, and the pink, and the purple, and the white. And see if we can get the center solid colors. May not work, but it might work too. So we never know. Now when I use this big container, I use my silicone paddle here. And if we have any left, we'll be doing some more extras. Extra. Can y'all tell I feel so much better? I just had a rough night and was having a bit of a flare up. But I am much better now. Alright, that was part B of our bond crafter. Get our part A here, and that's 12. So we're going to do 24. And this is the big 2-gallon jug. So a little bit heavy. Now after I let my mixer mix this, I use my silicone pedal and scrape the sides and finish mixing it. And I'll do all that. Get it mixed up. Separate it into cups. Nope. If I can remember, I won't until we put the color in. I always forget. Put my mica in before I do alcohol and let it dissolve that mica. It works so much better if you let it dissolve it first. But I can never remember. Now, get this big old cup under here. I center mine up on that little circle that's on the mixer. Drop my mixer down. And then I'm just going to turn it on. I probably need to charge this. It's got 3 lights out of 4. So I'm good. I'll let that go probably for 5 minutes. I'll take it out. Finish mixing it with my spatula. And we'll be back to mix some color. So I'll see you guys here in just a moment. Alrighty guys, I got my resin mixed up. Let's start some color. Got my alcohol. Paper towel. Start with our white. If I'm doing 6 ounces, probably need a good little, ooh, just breathe that everywhere. All right. Drop some alcohol down in there. All this alcohol will dissipate when I stick it in my vacuum chamber. I think I might need a little more. Let it go right on the sides there where I put the alcohol. Okay. It's mixing up good. This is why I like watching other people. You learn such good tricks. I also like to see their creations. Some people are so creative. Sometimes I get a little stuck. Okay. Up to the 6. And there we go. Now, hopefully I got enough color. Yeah, plenty of color. Much better. And then when you're putting it in another cup like this and mixing, That prevents you from scraping that other cup over there and getting that unmixed resin, because it's everything in here should be mixed. Plenty of white. So pretty. Pretty. Okay. Scrape this one off because we got to get all this in the vacuum chamber, and I'm working with a lot of resin. Move that one out of my way. I'm going to need a dry paper towel to keep cleaning my little shovel off. Okay, that one for my shovel. Now, next color is the Highly Interference Turquoise by Saye. Okay, let's see if this is enough color. I just wanted a colorful octopus. And I just have 91% alcohol in that container. Probably didn't need that much in this one. But, oh well. At least I know it's all going to evaporate and be gone by the time I use this. It does help it to get rid of the bubbles in the vacuum chamber as well. Okay, that one looks good. Let's give him 6 ounces. Yeah, I've got to find my mark. Okay. Almost. A little bit more. Okay. There's 6 for that one. Isn't that pretty? I hope this works out the way I see it in my mind. I see it being really pretty, but who knows? Sometimes it works out and it turns out really pretty, exactly how you want it. Sometimes it turns out better than how you envisioned. And then other times, it turns out something you just want to throw in the garbage. But I like color, so. Okay. Perfect. Very, very pretty color. Okay. Got that one. Let me clean this off. Next, I'm saving the pink for last because I've not opened that yet. Stone Blue. Let me clean off my shovel. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and clean this off before we do the pink. Just ripped that paper towel. Okay. Now, alcohol for this one. All right. We just gotta get all that to mix up. It does very well. I don't know who was the original person that thought of this, but they were a genius. Or they are a genius. There we go. Now, let's give it 6 ounces. Turn my cup. Where are we at? Okay. Now, it's kind of a bluey purple. I think that'll be okay. And pretty. Just such gorgeous colors. Get it mixed very well. And we got one more. I think that's good. Clean this off. Get all that off there. All right. Now we need to get, oops, did you see me? I about did it. About to forgot. Okay. See if we can get this fall off. Almost. One more little section. Can't grab a hold of it. Good enough. Okay. Now, get our little shovel. Clean that off here in just a minute. This is Renthio Eve Pink. Just get our alcohol down in there. Let's see if that's enough. Oh, it's plenty. Probably didn't need that much. But too late now. Looks like the alcohol's already evaporated off the others. Alright. Now let's get all this in here. We should have 6 ounces left. That way everyone has 6. Okay, I gotta get the other spatula and see if I can get all that off there. Scrape all this off here. There we go. Now we can wipe this down and I'll put some mold release spray on that sucker. Now let's clean our container. There's always so much left. Get all this goodness out of there. Perfect. 6 ounces. And I'll have to get all these cleaned. Scrape one more time. There we go. That should do it. Now let's get our color mixed. Then we'll be ready for the vacuum. They all look like they're degassing very well. Isn't that pretty? Just want to make sure that's all mixed up, that color. Alright. Clean this off, and I'm going to get it in the vacuum chamber, and then we are going to pour and pray that 24 ounces is enough to fill the rest of this mold. Because this is it's a very large mold, but I knew when I seen it, I had to mold it. Alright guys, see you back here in just a moment. Alright guys, got my resin out of the vacuum chamber. So now I know we need to do, I got something on that mold. Let me get some tape. I don't know where all this stuff comes from. Blows me away. Well, I might be able to get the tape. It's hard to do anything when you got gloves on. Not a hold of anything. Alright. Ready. Well, in the corner over. There we go. Well, there. Now, got our blue. We're going to do our pink here. Our purple. Our white. Purple. I hope these stay separated. I could have added glue, but I hate working with glue in this stuff. I always get it everywhere. Blue. Put some more blue on this one. I need some more pink. I want them to stay covered, but I do want them to mix as well. I hope it looks pretty. Here's white. Oh, we need to get some purple down in the tentacles. But I forgot about those suckers. And do our pink next. And that one needs some blue. I do have a feeling we're going to use every bit of this. Might needed more purple than anything because of the tentacles. Forgot about those little spots. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour blue here. We're about full. And put some pink. Now, whatever touches the mold is the color you should see. So we should be good as far as the colors go on what we're going to see. Just here on the back is going to be a little different. And this is a handmade mold, so I really don't need much more than that in there, because we're up to where it needs to be. Okay. Scrape all this purple out. And this one will be done. Okay. Purple is done. Pink needs just a little more over here in the corner. It's not touching one little spot there. There we go. All right. I believe we're good. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to mix these colors and see what we got left and do an extra. So I'm just going to scrape all this out. These little spatulas are the bomb. Almost. Okay, I'd say that one's good. Now, let's get our white. We don't have much of it left. Get it all scraped. I'm glad I mixed up enough. I really thought I was going to have to mix up more. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't fill this to the rim, it is because when I made this mold, resin went under this and I had to cut it out. And if I fill it to the rim, then all that is going to have to be trimmed off because it wasn't part of the original piece. And that's why you usually don't do handmade molds. It just makes more to trim off. Okay, got it. All right, there we go. And I know there's no purple left to put in there. So we've already scraped this one pretty good. So, all right, what do we got? About 1.5 ounces. I've got to clean these up, so I'm going to go ahead and spritz them down. The alcohol will help that resin it'll thin it down to run down the sides of my cup. Makes it much easier to clean off. Alright, 1.5. Give me just a moment and we'll get a mold. Alrighty, let's do some paper clips. Let's see if I can get that to shut off Probably should have cleaned this first, but I didn't. Alright, I'm going to see if I can pour this without making too much of a mess, but I doubt it. It just takes so long if you use a pipette. Okay. Now, I did overflow a couple of spots. Right there. Down there. Alright. Need some more up here in the top. Kind of looks like the pink I did the last time, doesn't it? These papered clips are very large. Some of them are about 3 inches, some's about 4 inches. They're closer to 4. Okay. Now, can I get this coffee cup? Get back down here. And I got this mold off of Amazon. It's really cute. Try to dome it up a little bit. Okay, and I went over. That's the problem. When I don't do it, I'm just going to have to clean that one up. I can't get it. Okay. Got those. See if I can get the cross. Yeah, you see me jerk everywhere. I have such a hard time doing this. Okay. That one, you can see how I went over on that. I'm going to try to get it to go down in there and fix itself, because I didn't dome this one yet. Hopefully that way I won't have so much cleanup. Now let's see if I can get it to dome up. I probably need to stop or I'm going to overflow. Yep, overflowed again. I just make more of a mess this way, I think. I think I'm going to stop and just find something else to dump this into. The only way I'm going to be able to do this is if I use a pipette. Okay. There we go. Now, I don't have much. Don't I have a, yes. I've been dumping stuff into this, so let's just dump the rest of this. I forgot all about him. I had him sitting over there all the way. So we'll just, it's probably going to all turn like a bluey silver. But that's okay. And I'm not going to have enough to fill him up this time because I used it in the paper clips. But that's quite a bit more than what we had, right? Closer to being done. Scrape this down. Try to get all this scraped out of here. Okay. Good deal. I'm going to clean all that up. We're going to move this out of the way because we're going to forget about him. We'll let all this cure up. And then we will, I wonder if I can clean that one up a little bit. If I can just get it to where I don't have to cut them apart. Okay, there we go. And that's just a little tiny bit that we will dump right down in there. All right, guys. We're going to spritz this down. So I see a few little bubbles. And we'll let it cure up and we'll come back for a demold. So see you guys shortly. Hey guys, so this is done. Now these, I'm going to have to wait a little bit. My room, I forgot to turn my heat on last night, so it was 33 degrees in here this morning. And those are too thin to have cured at the moment. So let's go ahead and get everything else out. Oh, that's not even going to need trimmed. That's perfectly smooth. And this is just a little textured heart dish. Well, that turned out really cute, didn't it? See a little tiny bit of the pink. I lost the white and most of the pink. It's mostly purple and blue. But it's really cute. Now, I did take out of the little jar that we poured this in, and I dumped it into here. And it looks like I'm leaving my fingerprints because it's so cold. It still needs to cure a little bit too because it's so thin. Now this is a cute little jar. We'll have to do something to this. Spice it up a little bit. I can get it out. There we go. Okay, that's cute. It's going to need a little bit of the trim. Not bad. Just a little. Well, that's cute. Okay, now our doves. It's got a little overage. I'll have to trim these up as well. Get that off up there. I can't even get a hold of it. There we go. And then it's got some little designs. So we'll fill those in with some paint pens. There's the pink one. The glitter actually did very well. Didn't sink very much at all. So that's awesome. And we'll get some metallic paint pens and use the same colors as to what each one of those are. They're pretty. All right, these have to wait. Now, oops. Sorry guys, didn't mean to bump the camera. See if I can fix it here and get this up here. Okay, just going to get it to where you can see. There we go. Now let's see if we can. He's still a little soft where I don't let my room get too cold. Oh, isn't that a huge, gorgeous mold? Love it. Oh, that's pretty. I got one little bubble. No, it's not a bubble. It's a glitter. Isn't that pretty? And my colors kind of stayed. We'll paint up some eyes, and I like the glitter. And then we'll spray seal this sucker. How's the back? I don't even think he's going to need trimmed. All right, guys. We'll do a time lapse. Get all this fixed up. Come back. We will demold these after. And I'll see you guys then. So, see you shortly.
In Linda's room, the colors fly. Glitter swirls like stars on high. Pigments burst in neon streams. Epoxy whispers, liquid dreams. Magic happens pour by pour. A rainbow's trapped forevermore. Swirls and sparkles spinning free. Resin dreams for all to see. Mica powders shimmer bold. Alcohol inks in marble gold. Chaos meets her steady hand. Art emerges where colors land. Dip the brush, the world transforms. Chaos bending in the forms. Magic happens pour by pour. A rainbow's trapped forevermore. Swirls and sparkles spinning.
Alright, guys. So, I got everything done. Except we've got to demold these. And I will take my little knife. Well, if I can find it. And we'll just get all that little overage down in these little pieces off. Okay. I'll clean those up before I take pictures. Isn't that cute? That one's about a 3-inch. And this one is about a 3-inch. A flower. And it'll just peel right off. That overage does. Not hard at all. And then this one, these are about 4 inches. Oh, that one's already cleaned. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Painted my eyes up on my octopus, and I didn't do anything else to him. If I can get a hold of him. I like him as is. I still got to spray seal it. I'll do a picture after I spray seal it to shine this up a little bit. And this, I just took a metallic marker, went around the top edge. The bottom is good and smooth. So, no issues there. And this one is smooth. And I just took some little rhinestones and went around the edge of that. And then the birds, I used 3 different color purples and painted the purple one up. The white one, I used silver and white and a darker silver on it. The blue one, I did 3 different blues. And the pink one, it looks purpley to me, but it was supposed to be a pink. And that's what I did to that one. So that's it, guys. I'll spray all of this stuff up once it's warm enough outside that I can. And then I'll post photos at the end. And I will see you guys back for the next video. So, bye for now.